Yo viewers, here is a Lakewood high velocity fan. This is the model HV-18C, and this was for a number of years one of the most sought after fans from my collection. This is made in 2006, and I remember seeing these at the Ace Hardware in the mid-2000s, and I was just fascinated by them because at the time I had the Lakewood HV-9 and the Lakewood HV-4, and so when I saw these I just had to have one. And it was several years before I got one. It was, well, I guess it wasn't that, maybe 2008 or so. It was right before, maybe I was in high school? I can't even remember. It was sometime around the late 2000s. My mother took me to the Ace Hardware, and we bought one of these. It wasn't like this one, it was the newer one, and so it had the guard that looked more like the HV-9. And I didn't really realize or know at the time that it was cheaper built than this one was. In fact, I kind of liked it better because it was visually more similar to the HV-9 and the HV-4 that I had. But in the back of my mind, I still wanted one of these, and I would for years and years before I found one a couple of years ago, which is this one. And I need to clean this thing up. I don't think I ever cleaned and serviced this, or if I did, I didn't do too good of a job on the blades, or they just won't come clean, or a combination of all three of those things. But overall, this isn't in too bad a condition. The guard's still pretty good. A little bit of rust here and there, but not too bad. Mostly on the stand. Here's the informations on the motor. It is the 2.4 amps, and then on the fan itself it says 2.5 amps. I'm not sure why there's a discrepancy, but at least that's not too different. Whoa. On the back of the fan it says PRS. Oh, there's definitely no way I cleaned this yet, because I wouldn't have left all that through in here. It does have a different knob than the HV-9 does. The other HV-18 I have, the cheaper, newer one, does have the same knob. So that was another thing I liked about it. It was really, really identical to the HV-9 in pretty much all respects. The blade is a steel hub blade or aluminum hub, whatever it is. Point is, it's not a stamped blade. And it's got a decent amount of pitch to it. And for being a pretty good quality fan with a large heavy duty motor, it doesn't weigh much at all. It's a very light fan. So I'll go ahead and plug this thing in and we'll see it operates. I do have the kilowatt meter out. We are getting 121.6 volts. It's kind of higher than usual. Probably bumped up the power a bit because everyone's been using the air conditioners. Okay, let's start it up. Oops, well, it wouldn't be a video, that would be kicking the tripod. Start it up on the low. It looks like the piece of plastic is still on the label there, so it probably would come off and be like new. It's got a bit of a shake to it. It's not too bad, but it's definitely not in perfect balance. Okay, so there's low. And it's a decent low speed. It's kind of fast, but it's a powerful fan. This fan, and this is one thing I'll give these fans for sure, they had a fantastic range of speeds. The medium and the high are significantly faster than low is. I don't think the aerodynamics were quite right on these fans with the blades, because for how fast it's going and how much noise it's making, I would expect a little bit more air. It's not to say it's underpowered, but it doesn't like really throw the air out like the old Pattons did. Okay, now I'll go up to the medium. You can see there was a nice increase in speed there. Something's rattling, I don't know what that is. It's not in perfect balance. That's definitely moving a lot of air now. And let's go to the high. Okay, that was anticlimactic. Let's go to the high. To get right up to speed on high. And maybe it's certainly moving a lot of air, but I don't know, it doesn't seem like quite as much as Pattons. Definitely a lot though, it's a very powerful fan. This is drawing 1.86 amps, so it's a fair bit below what it's rated at. On the medium, it's taking 1.1 amps, and on the low, it's taking 1.12 amps. That's kind of weird. .1 amps. That's strange. 250 watts. 1.85 amps. And I don't think I've oiled this yet, so the spin down isn't going to be what it should be. No, it's not too bad. Go straight to high. Got kind of a cool startup sound to it. It's not a very conventional one, but it's still very neat. And looks like we'll be closing out the video with a blurry frame.